This is Malibu, the cool, laid-back surfer at home on the beach. You're looking at lace, feminine, sexy, but always a lady.
This is Pool Boy, capable of opening his eyes underwater despite the fact that he has contact lenses. Hey, I found this weird mole on my back actually. Are you sure I don't need to wear sunscreen?
You're looking at Nitro, cocky, explosive, and always aggressive.
Sorry, I kinda need to know about the mole thing actually. I was under the impression that I was incapable of being sunburned and now I'm kinda freaking out.
From Universal Studios,
come on.
Hollywood. This is the American Gladiators.
Strugglers, 2008 was an incredible year for athletic achievement. The Giants upset the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt shocked the world at the Beijing Olympics. Team Inferno dominated the Disney Channel games. And the beloved and iconic show American Gladiators made its return to TV. American Gladiators was a physical competition-based show where regular people would go up against gladiators head-to-head. Whichever competitor finished with the most points overall would win a cash prize, a new car, and a spot as a gladiator the next season. It originally aired in the 80s and 90s, and the bones of the show are still pretty much the same in the 2008 version as they were back then. The main difference is mostly just the scale of everything. Today we're gonna look at both versions of the show because each era kind of has their own charm to them. Plus, even though the 2008 version is the one that I grew up with, I would never want to leave out this portion of my audience. I love and appreciate all of you. If I want to talk about this show though, I should probably look the part. So let me just go get unbelievably yoked with this video's sponsor. Thank you to Copilot for not only sponsoring this video, but for legitimately improving my life. Copilot is a one-on-one coaching experience. They provide unlimited personal workouts and nutritional guidance, and they are always available to keep you on track because it's 100% remote. This isn't just a 1 month, get a personal trainer, do a few push-ups, and then give up on it, okay? These people are in it for the long haul. So I'm gonna show you guys something that's kind of personal. Earlier this year, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life by far. I was eating terribly. I spent almost all of my time just sitting around. Things were not good. I felt awful almost all the time. Here's what I looked like in May before I started Copilot, and here's what I look like now. On top of just a body transformation that I'm really proud of, I feel so much more energized, I'm way stronger, and I'm just getting started, baby. Watch out! My coach is Dylan. Here we are on our initial consultation, and on top of just being a super cool guy, he's always available to me to, answer questions that I might have, chat about anything health or fitness related. I'm thinking about asking him to join my fantasy football league this year. We're pretty close, I actually had this shoulder issue pop up a few weeks into my training program, and Dylan just rearranged everything. He built me a new program from the ground up to avoid hurting the shoulder more until it got better. And it did. It got better. And now I'm unstoppable. You work out on your schedule using the app, so like however many days a week you want, however long you want the workouts to be. And that works out great for me. Works out. But my schedule is just so unpredictable always, so it's really nice to be able to just do things my way. And you still get all the live feedback of an in-person coach because they use their smartwatch motion analysis. The app can tell when you're doing an exercise, like how good your form is, if your pacing is right. It's actually kind of incredible how accurate it is. I've caught myself a time or two being kind of sloppy doing reps because I'm tired or whatever, and then my phone or my watch will be like, hey, would you get that weight all the way up to the top, you friggin' jellyfish? Your coach can also see and analyze every single rep that you do, so it's like having a trainer with you wherever you are, whether you're at home or you're at a gym, a playground, I don't know. So you know the drill. There's a link in the description, and that'll get you a 14-day free trial. And then also, if you sign up, it's 30% off forever. It's not just a 1 month deal. It's not a one-time deal. This is a lifetime deal. You get a dedicated coach and unlimited training programs built for you. $69 a month. Okay, I looked it up, and on average, it's about $60 an hour for a personal trainer. What? How can you say no to this? As a disclaimer, it is currently only available for iOS, but I have heard that they're working on Android for the future. So thank you so much to Copilot for sponsoring this video and for making me feel better. Thank you to you guys, as always, for using my links when I have them. It helps me out a ton. Now let's check out American Gladiators. All right, I think it's time that we go back to where it all began. Welcome to 1989. Nintendo just released the Game Boy and everyone's waiting in line to see Batman. Wait, what's this? American Gladiators is on TV tonight. Mom, make some popcorn. Let's let the announcer explain why this show is so incredible.
These are the American Gladiators, and the events they compete in are confrontational, exciting, and fast-paced, action-oriented, visually interesting, and capable of producing emotional moments.
Okay, stop right there, partner. You had me at visually interesting. That sounds more like something you'd say about a crappy music video that your friend made when you don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh yeah, dude, it was visually interesting. It's like old ladies describing their hipster granddaughters to each other at the nursing home.
Now for an explanation of our first event, let's go over to my co-host, Mike Adamley.
Joe, the first event is called the Joust, but that almost sounds too gentle when you consider what's about to take place. Our contenders will be armed with these pugil sticks, much like the kind used in military training.
I hear you, and I respect that, but these are giant Q-tips, and I don't want to hear any of that pugil stick nonsense, okay, Mike?
Power versus power. Gemini and Craig Williams.
There, Craig Williams is off.
Right off the bat, the thing that sticks out the most to me is how amateurish everything looks. Doesn't it feel like this is just happening at a local YMCA? I feel like I walked in on the LARP club at my old college campus.
Now that is against the rules. Neither the contender nor the gladiator are allowed to use their hands. Watch that left arm and left hand. Yes, Gemini gets it out on top of Craig Williams.
Gemini, I know losing is a word that is foreign to your vocabulary, but you took that decision like a man.
Well, we have judges. If he felt it was a fair decision, it was a fair decision. But Mike, I'm mad now, and I'm ready to go.
Oh man. Gemini. I forgot to mention, his shtick is that he has like multiple personalities, like Jekyll and Hyde type of thing. But even the audience doesn't take him seriously.
It was a fair decision. But Mike, I'm mad now, and I'm ready to go.
You're laughing. The man is having an episode, and you're laughing. Pretty much every challenge on the show is iconic now, but I'd say the one for me that was the most memorable was Assault. You'd be running around while a gladiator was shooting tennis balls at you, and then you'd try to get to certain stations and shoot them back. Sounds fun, right? That's something I always wanted to do whenever I saw the show on TV. And I mean, look how excited Mike is just demonstrating it.
He's got another chance with this cannon. Oh, baby, I missed there. It's a game of quickness. That one missed, and I've got one last chance. Duck, duck, duck. I'm a sitting duck.
Dude hasn't shown that much enthusiasm all day.
Again, Brenda has 60 seconds to hit that target next to the gladiator. Pretty weak effort there.
I hate to say it, but I gotta agree. Abysmal attempt. I mean, my goodness, she hardly got that thing to go 3 feet.
Had that hand grenade been loaded with something other than glitter, Brenda would have blown herself up.
Let's check in with the guys and see how they're doing.
The cream rises to the top. I've never forgot that.
Actually, you know what? Let's check back in with the ladies.
Lace sets in. Brenda takes her best shot, but it's not good enough.
Okay, can somebody please do something exciting?
15 points for every goal scored. Shumsky just misses there as Nitro takes him down.
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I love about this? Any other show would have taken that clip and replayed it 40 plus times, edited intense music over it, used it as every single promo, a bunch of cutaways to fan reactions, right? You know what I'm talking about. Just milked the ever-living heck out of it. You want to know what American Gladiators did?
Now Williams just lowers his shoulder. Nitro knows it's coming, but he can't do anything about it. Woo-hoo. Holy mackerel.
That's it. That's all they ever said about it. The biggest hit of the episode so far, and all we got was a holy mackerel. Kind of refreshing, honestly.
Man's delighted to be in the end zone. Now he locks up against Rowdy.
Oh, what the fuck is that? This is their referee? Why? The theme of the show is like star-spangled goofballs. Why is this guy here? If it's supposed to be an executioner from like old Roman gladiator times, fine, I guess. But they've got clashing themes here. The show is like colorful modern men in tights, and then they've got Thelonious from Shrek walking around in the background. You gotta pick a lane, guys.
John Shumsky won in this event. Oh my goodness. No finesse there, Joe. 5 pounds.
Oh, Gemini, you deserve so much better than this.
Use of artificial aids in bodybuilding is, in my view, is not the philosophy of the sport itself. Bodybuilding is building the body on natural terms, and I believe eating good foods and training every day and getting good sleep is the way to go.
This must be that visually interesting stuff they were talking about. The show is kind of slow. Let's see if season 2 in 1990 upped the energy at all.
And Larry, the ideal technique here is to strike hard and strike quickly. And that's exactly what Thunder does.
Wow. Well, hey, at least that guy wasn't really confident about his abilities just a couple of minutes before this.
Yeah, I feel that I'll have no problem here today.
Oh, shoot!
Lincoln being able to, Thunder steps across, commits the violation, loses the match.
How'd you do it? What was the secret?
How'd he do it? The guy, he lost his balance, Mike. Did you think he used telekinetic powers to pull him onto his platform? What answer did you expect here? Let's check back in with that guy Dwayne from before.
So now he has a 27-0 lead over Dwayne Thomas. Needless to say, Dwayne will have to score here. Let's fire there, Dwayne. Oh!
Stay right here, I'll get the trainer.
Here's it, Dwayne was hit. Now let's go down with Mike, who's standing by with Dwayne Thomas.
Sometimes when a dream evaporates...
For goodness sake, Dwayne, you finished with 0 points and a scratched cornea.
Yeah, I feel that I'll have no problem here today.
And once again, the contenders are perfect.
Knocked both gladiators flying off the pedestals.
Maria and Esther, I hope you have a good dentist because all of America saw your dental work. They saw your cavities, they saw your molars. Where did you guys get that?
God, Mike, your breath, bro. I think I've seen enough of the original to get a good feel for it. They've got the challenges, they've got the cheesy 80s and 90s broadcast style, and they've got the spandex, baby. Every now and then there was some pretty intense competition, but for the most part the show was actually pretty tame. So now that we've seen how it all started, I think it's time we check out how it evolved.
For your own sake, you're a 10 and you're a 9, you're a 4, that's not my type. I'm just trying to be on it.
Welcome to 2008. Nintendo just released Mario Kart Wii and everybody's waiting in line to see Batman. Wait, what's this? American Gladiators is on TV tonight? Mom, make the popcorn already. It's been 20 years. What are you doing in there? So like I said before, the whole point of the original show was that they had regular people competing against these gladiators. Let's see the people in the new show.
My kids are my life, and I don't ever want them to be without. I currently sell toilet paper. It's not necessarily my lifelong dream.
Well, that's certainly a new one.
3, 2, 1. Hoya in red and immediately taken down the putback. Oh, and a big hit jump shot. Oh, there goes Jessie. She's down. Points before the horn sound.
I'm already noticing that one large difference from the original is the intensity level of the gladiators. These people are like the kids who took gym class way too seriously. I mean, they tore this poor toilet paper saleswoman's ACL for crying out loud. I don't know how you could get much more serious than that.
All right, now we're getting serious because up next are the guys.
All right, f me then, I suppose. Also, the disrespect in that comment, by the way.
Now we're getting serious because up next are the guys.
What the hell, Hulk? Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan is the host now, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Now that we got those wimpy girls out of the way, it's time for us boys to get serious. Right, brother?
The guys scoring the center pod. They earn 3 points.
Let him up, Hulk!
Gladiators hammer. Oh, Titan with the big hit on Chad. Oh, beautiful hit by Toa and Titan.
Okay, maybe he was kind of right. So the hits in this version of the show are just way harder than the original.
Okay.
There's an event where the contestants have to try to climb to the top of a pyramid, big head style, and the gladiators are just recklessly launching them back down to the bottom. It's brutal to watch.
Offering little or no challenge at all. Oh, end over end. Holy mackerel.
Very entertaining, but brutal nonetheless. But something else that I also noticed is the clear difference in the way that this show is edited sometimes. Take, for example, Assault. Here's a few seconds from the first season, just to give you a refresher of what that was like.
Down behind the wall, he's really gonna have to fire this cannon blind. Oh!
Okay, you got that? Now here's a few seconds from the new season.
Let's go, boy. Having trouble loading the slingshot, finally gets it loaded. Needs to fire it. He does, picks up a point by doing so, nowhere near the target.
In those 10 seconds or so, there were more than a dozen cuts. That's more than 1 per second. For all my math nerds out there. I think that's too many cuts, guys. It's like watching a modern action movie fight scene and then comparing it to a classic Jackie Chan fight scene. In one, you can actually see what the heck is going on, and then in the other, you have to just kind of trust that something interesting is happening somewhere in there. The times when they don't over-edit, though, and just kind of let the challenges speak for themselves are some of the most impressive things that I've seen on this show. Like in this event called Hang Tough. Pretty much the only objective is to swing on the rings and get from one side to the other, or just to stay alive without the gladiator taking you into the water. And this lady just goes beast mode on the rings. She holds the weight of an entire extra person on top of her own body weight and then just tosses her off like it's nothing. Who is this strong? Who can do that? That's incredible. And that also showcases another big difference between the shows, the spectacle. They went from competing on a glorified playground to getting the full dog-eat-dog treatment with the pool and everything. The only issue with all that increased production value is that the show does lose some of its charm. There's something warm about watching two juiced up dudes whacking each other with big Q-tips over what looks like a high school wrestling mat. It gives off the impression that this is something that you and your buddies could just go do. Or this obstacle course. We could set that up in Tyler's backyard this weekend. What do you say, Tyler? And even though the core of the show is still the same, there's just something about that newer version that feels a little lifeless to me. Like they were doing it for the sake of TV rather than the sake of competition.
One hell of a man, brother. You gave it your all, brother. But unfortunately, brother, your quest has come to an end. What was the toughest part, brother?
All right, brother. We heard you the first 3 times, brother.
Before Crush faces off with Abby, let's take a closer look at what makes her tick on the Subway Gladiators stat sheet.
Is that Gina Carano?
For more Subway stats, including the Gladiators' favorite subs, go to NBC.com.
Just in case you were dying to know what the Gladiators' favorite Subway sandwiches are. Having said all that, there were still some fun characters on the new version of the show. Wolf was always a crowd favorite. Toa was a madman. The meme of having a juiced up blonde lady with braids named Helga was kind of fun. But no matter what they do, nobody will ever live up to the legend of Gemini.
I'm mad now!
So there's American Gladiators. I don't know if I showed enough clips or explained things well enough for anybody to understand anything that I just said, but it's way too late at night for me to be recording a video, and I'm completely fried. Actually, I think this clip sums up my YouTube career pretty nicely.
I'm in so much pain! I can't breathe! But I am so freaking excited and happy to be here!
I didn't even get around to talking about the version that was made for kids and hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
What should you do while exercising in high heat and humidity? Drink water or wear a sweatshirt? Yep, you choose to drink water correct for 25 points.
Yeah, it was educational and weirdly erotic sometimes. But maybe that's for another day. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I would encourage you to step away from social media for a while. It might make you feel better about stuff. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and the first thing you want to do is check your phone. Try not doing that. Try just like waking up and, I don't know, experiencing the world around you. It's kind of nice. If you're going to be stubborn and keep using social media though, at least follow me while you're here. The links are in the description. Special thank you to my patrons. Those that are listed here are in the top tier on there. Guys, you're all just a bunch of beautiful, oiled up, juicy meatheads in my brain. And of course, I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. I used to see commercials all the time for those Gerber Baby, it's like the Gerber Baby college program or something. Did anybody's parents do that? Are you a Gerber baby? I've never heard of anybody that actually was a Gerber baby. Anyway, that's all I got for you this time. Thank you so much for watching once again. I will talk to you again next week. Goodbye.